Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Moore. I'm back again for another YouTube video. It's currently August 16th, 2025. It is Saturday. So I'm just going to do a trade recap of the week. So this week, we took 3 trades this week, and we did not win a single one of them. Now, I'm going to break down why I took these trades, why I should not have taken these trades, and the one trade that we ended up missing out on. Which honestly, we didn't miss out on because at the time, the confluences weren't adding up for us to take that trade. But overall, the move that I was expecting happened. And yeah. But anyways, so this is this week's trading tracker. As you can tell, we took a trade. We took a sell on Monday on US on what was it on? It was on gold. And then we ended up losing. Then we took a buy on gold the next day, and then we took a sell on USD CAD because if gold is going up, USD CAD is going down because gold means that the strongest getting that gold is getting stronger than the dollar, and if USD CAD is going down, that means the Canadian dollar is getting stronger than the US dollar. So inverse cross pair correlation. So if one goes up, the other goes down. So yeah, and then I didn't take a trade Thursday or Friday, but there was one trade that we did miss out on USD CAD, and I'm gonna break that down as well. So first of all, let's go to the trade on Monday on gold. Yeah, this was a rough week in the markets. Can't lie to you. This was a rough week. What is going on here? I'm missing some lines. Okay, there we go. So, coming to the market on gold on Tuesday, I was looking to sell. Why am I looking to sell? Because price the day before on Monday broke below the structure level. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a retest of this area of support and resistance, and then a continuation to the downside, because I know, okay, when price breaks below this zone, it continues to the downside. You can tell broke below, continues, broke below, continues, broke below, continue. Broke below, continues, broke below, continues. Now, it doesn't always continue all the way down here, but most often when it breaks below, it continues to the downside. So I was looking for the continuation to the downside, and it made sense because all the other pairs as well, like if you could tell silver, broke below. So now I'm, again, pullback, retest, drop. USD dollar made this decent Morningstar pattern right here. Obviously didn't break below, but it closed bearish. So now I'm expecting the push to the downside, retest, drop. Euro USD, big push right here. Again, below, retest, drop. Obviously the buys is here now, but I'm going to explain why. So coming to the market, I was looking to sell. So what did I do? Went out to a lower time frame. I waited patiently. Now this is where I messed up at, because one, I should have seen this zone right here that price has been consolidating at. So that's on me for not marking this, even though I did mark it up, but I erased it. But this zone right here, as you can tell, price has been back and forth in this zone, up and down, up and down. So realistically, me taking this trade, I should have been careful of this zone, but I didn't take it into consideration. I waited for a nice order block to push. So price finally broke out of this zone, right, with this long wick, made a nice order block. So now I'm like, okay, cool. Retest of the order block, give me an interest signal, which would give me that evening star pattern right there. As well as that, you can tell the EMA rejecting. So I was like, okay, this trade makes sense. Took my entry right here, put my stop loss all the way up here. Now, again, remember the zone that I just talked to y'all about. I should have been mindful of the zone, and I should have done something like this. So the zone would have been here, right? Because price is consolidating in this zone right here. So I normally would have taken the trade right here, put my stop loss above this zone up here, and then still held it all the way down there, whatever. So that's what I should have done originally. And if I did that, I still would have been in this trade, but it is what it is, right? Either way, we would have lost this trade. So I'm not really mad about it. So took the trade, price push at 8 to 15, candlestick, we're in profit, like I think 500 or 400, something like that. And then news was dropping at 8:30. Now, there was CPI news, and I knew it, and I still took the trade. Why? Because, hey, everything was lining up with my analysis. It was right. It was a few minutes before news dropped. The interest signal was given. I'm not going to be scared because news is coming out and not take this trade. Because let's say news had come out and then pushed directly in that direction. Okay, then I would be mad at myself because I missed a good trading opportunity because I was fearful. Now, if this entry signal had happened at 8:30, I would not take this trade because I already told myself I don't take trades. Let me show you. Matter of fact, I'm playing. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, you broke one of your rules, which, because I said if no entry signal 30 minutes before trade, then no trade, right? I said it right here, right? Hold up. If set up right before news, no trade, no exception. So that's on you 8:30. But 8:15 news, it gave me interest in, so I still took it anyway. So technically, I didn't break my trade, but it's there. So yeah, and 600 pips or more. How many pips was this? 1,200. That's double. Why? Because I knew that news was coming out and I wanted to give it space. So obviously news happened, obviously spiked all the way up here, closed down here, and the next candlestick came, absolutely destroyed my stop loss, pushed the downside again, stopped it again, pushed the downside. At this point, I was like, oh, are you serious right now? No way you're gonna stop me out and then go straight in my direction. And then obviously came back again, wicked out again, and then just did a bunch of consolidation and then finally just broke through. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was just wrong on this move. I'm okay with this loss. Why? I followed my trading plan. I was disciplined. I risked the proper amount, which is 1%. I was okay with this trade. It is what it is. Coming to market the next day. Now, before I break this trade, I want to break down the USD CAD trade. So, coming to the market again, I was originally looking to buy this week. I was waiting for price to pull back to this. Let me reset this. I was waiting for price to pull back to this structure level and to buy from this structure. That was my move for the week. So, what is price doing? Price, let me pull this back right here. So coming to Wednesday, okay, price is pushing to the downside, exactly what I'm looking for. Pull back to this structure level to buy to the upside. So price was pushing to the downside. Everything that I needed to sell was there. So what I do, I waited patiently. Price started pushing. Beautiful push. It gave me that interest order block that I needed. Beautiful order block. Wait for the retest order block. Gave me a nice evening star pattern. Like, what more can I ask for? Like, look at this evening star pattern right here. Beautiful, and broke structure on the 15-minute, shifted structure, and EMA rejection. Like, what more do you, what can I ask for, right? So that happened. So and obviously I took the trade right there. Stop loss would have been slightly above here because in my news I said what, 15 pips or more. This is a 70 pip stop loss. So originally I would have put my stop loss right above the structure level of the order block, but then news is coming out again. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just give it more leeway room to do whatever it needs to do because now everything is. I just, and look, this is a 1 to 1.47. I usually take, what does my trading plan say? I don't think I put it in here. Oh, it's in my other one. But I usually put like a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. This is a 1 to 1.47. So I was like, okay, this is a small trade, right? I'm just looking for a quick pullback to this structure level to take the trade to the upside. That's it. So guess what? Took this trade immediately. Started reversing on me. Came back, stopped me out, waked me out. I was like, okay, cool. Started pushing to the downside. Now I'm angry because I'm like, are you serious? Like, I literally moved my stop loss up so this wouldn't happen. And then it started pushing, came back up again, and then started pushing to the downside again. Hold on, let me show you. Right here. So I'm like, are you serious right now? Just kept pushing. At this point, I was already mad. I didn't really care about it because we had already lost this trade, and now it's pushing out direction. It's just stuff like that pissing me off, right? But at the same time that I took this sell on USD CAD, I took this buy on gold. Now, literally the same confluences, but the opposite direction. So, coming to the market, so we were looking to sell the day before. Obviously, price didn't respect it. Started pushing above this structure level, and I know when we push above this structure level, we are most likely going to push to the upside and go to this structure level up here because ultimately we're expecting the rejection from up here. So, what did I do? Price was pushing to the upside at this point. I waited patiently. Price gave me a beautiful order block. Now, it gave me 2 order blocks, which I guess I should have been more careful and used the second one. But either way, the same outcome would have happened. So I took this straight up here because the pullback gave me a decent order block, right? Let me show you. Decent order block. EMA is right there. I'm just like, hey, this trade is a simple trade. Like, again, the same confluences are here. I was looking to sell. Price gave me an interest signal to sell. Order block, EMA rejection. From structure level, it just makes sense. So I took it right there, enter right there. Now, stop loss would have been originally below, well, it has to be more than 600 pips. I know that because it's in my trading plan right here. Literally, good. There's some decent trades, I'll be honest with you. But I just got to be more careful and be more selective. So 600 pips. This one is 1,400 pips, a lot more than that. So took the trade. Now, normally I would have put it below this stop order block right here. But then again, I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave this trade I'm going to give it breathing room to do what it needs to do. So I went on the 1 hour, found this structure level, and I put it right below this structure level. Give it enough room. That's a lot of pips. And then it was floating for a while, for like one candlestick, right? A little bit. And then started reversing immediately. Now, at this point, USD CAD is reversing on me right here, as you can tell. Gold is also reversing on me. So in my heart, I'm like, do I want to hold on this trade? Do I just want to close it out and just take the L's for the day? Because if both of them are pushing against me, that's not right. So I just held on to the trade. It kept pushing to the downside and pushing to the downside. At this point, I'm like, bro, are you serious right now? I'm not about to get stopped out on both of these trades on the same day. Like, that's annoying. So USD CAD by this time had already hit stop loss, right? Okay, no, one more candlestick. So USD CAD hit stop loss, so I was already mad from that loss. But gold was still in this trade. Again, it started pushing the downside. So I was like, you know what? At this point, I don't care. I knew the risk when I took this trade. I only risked 1%, so I'm gonna just let it do its thing. So I let it do its thing. Eventually, we had this one candlestick push to the upside. So now I'm like, okay, cool. If we can get a break above this structure level, we should be good. Look what happened. Sorry, next candlestick. So we had a break above this structure point. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're good now. It's gonna start floating in profit. And I was up like 600, maybe 700. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just let it do its thing. And then price starts doing this shenanigan right here. Even a deeper retracement than before. So now I'm like, okay, cool. But it is retesting this order block this new order block that it had just made. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. Price again started pushing to the upside again. Oh wait, pushing to the downside again. Almost came to stop me out, right? A little far away from it, but at this point, I didn't really care about this trade no more because I knew the risk, I knew the consequences, and I took the trade. I just let it do its thing. And then eventually started pushing up again. By this time, I'm like, okay, cool. We're floating. We had this massive push to the upside. At this point, I'm like, hey, it's pushing to the upside now. All I had to do was just be patient and let the trade do its thing. On a 1 hour, strong close. On a 4 hour, beautiful close. So I'm just like, oh, I like this trade. Hey, this trade is about to go up. Like, first, I had an alarm up at this structure level. So if it came here, then I would decide, okay, do I want to close the trade out here or hold it to the previous high up here where it rejected multiple times. So I was like, you know, I'm just let the trade do its thing, and then eventually price just reversed on me again. This is the thing with the markets right now. The markets are so inconsistent, and it's so annoying, but I guess I'm still learning to adjust to the markets. Like, I'm doing a good job. I follow my training plan, staying disciplined, but I need to adjust to these markets because these markets are wild. And then Trump was speaking this day as well. So, man, this man just be saying whatever. But it is what it is. Yeah, we lost on this trade. I'm okay with this trade. Good loss. Let me see what I wrote in my journal. I also took a trade on gold, still holding. This was a better trade and more A setup. A good RR as well. I'm just being patient with it. So cool. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to show you guys two trades that, one trade that we missed out on and one that was almost there, but we didn't get everything that we needed. So if you guys remember that I was looking, like I said, originally for the week, I'm looking to buy from this structure level up here. Now, what if I told you that the trade that I was looking to sell on, because I do a review at the end of the day around like 6 p.m. to look at my chart and figure out, okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? And one thing I noticed was I was originally looking to buy from this structure point. Price gave me an entry signal to buy. Right here. Beautiful order block. Pull back to it. Beautiful order block. Again, Morningstar pattern. I would have taken the trade right here. What I say, 15 pip stop loss. Right here. Easy trade. That's the trade that I would have taken. Realistically, this is the trade that I would have taken. And then held it all the way up here. A 1 to 4. But as you can tell, we would have gotten wicked out. Now, this would have annoyed me. This would have pissed me off. This would have hurt me. This would have hurt me so much if this happened. Because I'm like, bro, what can I ask for? Entry signal, rejection, like everything. Just to get wicked out and go straight in profit. Like that, this trade would annoy me so much. But we didn't take this trade. I will leave this up because this is a trade that I should have taken. I just gotta be more patient and disciplined with it. I didn't take it, but we're just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna just close this shot up here. Cool. And then there was a trade on GBUSD on Thursday, but we didn't take it just because it didn't give me the entry signal I was looking for. So price, again, for the weekly was pushing up to this structure level. But we know that every time a price comes to this structure level, it always consolidates a lot and rejects off of it multiple times. If price does the same thing over and over, who am I to think that's going to break through? Now, it did break through here, but then eventually it came back down again. So every time it comes up here, it rejects. So what is it going to do this time? It came up here, it's going to reject. So again, waited patiently. I wasn't taking the trade today because on Thursday because I'd already taken 3 trades for the week and there's no point in me putting capital at unnecessary risk. But I did draw up this beautiful order block right here. I waited for the retest of it. The retest never came back. Price started pushing to the outside and news dropped as well. So it had a big push. Let's say I had pulled back to the order block and I had taken it here somewhere, right? Let's do like 22 pips just to give it enough breathing room. Look, this is a nice 1 to 2 if I had held it all the way there. So, but I probably would have held it all the way till down here, like, to be honest with you. Because every time it rejects, it always bounces down here. Like, literally, look. Every time it bounces from up here, it comes all the way down. Bounces from up here, all the way down. Bounces from up here, all the way down. Bounces from here, Okay, maybe not all the way down, but most often, every time it bounces from here, it always comes down. So yeah, we didn't take this trade. It is what it is. It happens. But yeah, other than that, it was a good trading week. Actually, a good trading week. I learned a lot this week. A lot of lessons that I will be applying going into next week. I will be more patient. I will be more disciplined. And next week we have a lot of news. Let me show you. Calendar next week. Red, 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 red. A lot of red folder news next week. So yeah, all I'm gonna say is God is with me. God is working through this with me. God is guiding me as I'm on this day trading journey. And I'm saying stay tuned because we are close. It's only a matter of time before we get that breakthrough. We get that consistency that we're looking for, that we start getting payouts, Lord. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay disciplined. I'm gonna keep praying and believing that God will move and that I'm becoming a better day trader each and every single day. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment, and have a blessed week. Let's get the next trading week. Amen.